Hi, everybody.
Всем привет.
What's in English, Mama?
No, that was in Russian.
Okay. So, welcome to class 6, ACI 7.
Добро пожаловать
Mm,
на
Oh,
урок
Mama.
6.
We have a new translator. Um, okay, let's get serious.
We're too late.
Okay, so we have finished yesterday when you were flying, Mela, while you were flying. We have finished the root downfalls.
Okay.
And this class we kind of begin secondary vowels. And we will talk about the ways how you can possibly destroy the bodhisattva vows, how to restore them, and what is considered to be a root downfall and what isn't. Before we will jump in the secondary vowels directly. So if you have any questions, you can ask at any time in the chat. Then at the end of the class, we will try to answer, because usually people wait to the last moment and then they ask questions when we disconnect. So don't wait. Start with the Sashipuki.
You want to start Sashipuki?
Yeah,
Sure.
but in a way.
All right.
Because,
Your way?
Mhm.
Conditioner.
In a way. Please close your eyes, sit up straight, and think why you are here. Really, seriously, why are you here? What didn't work out for you in your life? Think, why do you think Bodhisattva vows are important? Imagine what will happen if you will really be able to get and keep Bodhisattva vows for a long period of time. And imagine that the day has come, you have reached your matchless and perfect and total enlightenment. Imagine how it will look like for you. Just try. And give away this result to your lineage lamas, your teachers of your lineage, to every living being. Give it away. And that's the pay for the class. And the way it will work is that all things are empty, and you can plant a seed to change your reality. And this is the fat one, a big one. Go back to your breathing, open your eyes. Now you're ready. Do we do the question way or the McMichael way?
We can do it either way.
Let's go by question.
All right.
It does not really make difference. He starts with
Well,
why.
I want to tell people that work called me just before class started,
Oh,
and they were going to pay me, and they must be short on pilots, and they would have paid me double pay to go. But I was like,
which
well,
is a lot of money, believe me.
it's a lot of money. Yeah, double my normal pay.
Probably like a couple $1,000
No,
just for a trip.
well, it would have been 3,500 minimum.
Wow.
But I was like, well, no, I got to teach class. I missed yesterday, so So here I am. But things like that will happen, right?
So
like if you're doing something.
It costed him $3,500 to be able to talk to you.
And but things like that will happen, right?
us.
Like when something important is getting ready to happen, and then there will be like temptations, right? To like do something else. You know, people, frankly, they start making so much money that like they don't have time for higher things, and then they waste their life on small stuff. So anyway, but that was so was that a good opportunity, or was that a demon tempting me, right?
That's a good question, right? We will talk about demons later on today.
I don't think my work is a demon most days, unless I have to get up at 3 a.m.
Like yesterday.
Like yesterday.
Yeah. And there is a lesson here. I mean, if you will be keeping your bodhisattva vows and pratimoksha, freedom vows, at some point, you will have, how to say, it will be challenging to go spiritual path because your life will get better, and it will be easier to get distracted because things that brought you possibly to your spiritual path will get improved. Like somebody ended up here because of health issues. They were thinking nothing works for their health. Somebody broke up with their partners. Somebody just declared bankruptcy and was hopeless that they can understand how the financial situation actually works, right? And then at some point it gets better. Your problems get resolved. And a lot of people, they quit because, to be honest, they get lost. So it's very important to understand what the reality is actually, because it will get better. And then guess what? It will get worse again.
Well, and it's common to people don't necessarily just walk entirely away. Things will excuse me. Things will get, excuse me.
Okay, next time I will.
Things will get pleasant, and they'll say, well, I'm still a student, but I'm busy making money, or I'm busy doing this or that. And so, and then what will happen is that they just end up on a much slower path. You know, they put their learning on the back burner, we say in English. You know, like you have the stuff that you're cooking on the good burner up front, that's the powerful one. And then when you're kind of like not really paying attention to it, you can push it to the back burner, the small one. So that happens.
Yeah, on a stove, you know, there is a big stuff and smaller on the back.
So anyway.
Okay.
We're going to go question by question?
Let's go by question, because we talked so much about those 4 chains. And
have you talked about the 4 chains already?
Twice, I guess, overall. And now it's time to get into details. And our translator is asking, can it get worse? If you are doing really well, it will get worse first.
Yeah, that's also the case, right? Like once you're really good, firmly on the path, it's like, and we've mentioned this before, it's like you have to clear out, like you have a runway that you need to use to take off, and you've got to have 2 miles or 3 kilometers of clear runway, and you have to clear it off to take off. And so that clearing part is cleaning up your old bad deeds. You don't have to clean every single one of them up, but somehow you need like a certain amount of goodness, merit.
Yeah, in front of you there should be a path, right?
Yeah.
Not just obstacles. So
and that comes from, you'll see it in the Diamond Cutter Sutra, right? Where the infamous line, you got Yaitza. Um, and uh
Bread.
is it bread? Beb. And in the Diamond Cutter Sutra, it says, if you understand these words, if you understand emptiness, uh, you will suffer and you will suffer greatly. And then it's like, well, why I have enough pain? Why would I do that?
Because you are a masochist.
Yeah, right. I'm tough. No, you have to clear the runway in front of you. You have to get all the garbage off the runway before your plane can take off.
All right, that's very piloty thing,
Yeah, it's
right?
very piloty.
The runway
Yeah,
where the plane takes off should be clean.
yeah.
Clear.
They call it, you know, foreign objects. You have to get all the, and then when you damage your plane because you flew through, you know, like things on the runway, foreign object damage. So you've got, so they call it in English FOD. And so you have to, you'll see sometimes if you pull up to the gate, and sometimes usually you guys probably wouldn't see it because you're looking at the passenger windows. But yes, but a lot of times the ground crew before the plane comes with its big engines that can suck stuff up into it and hurt it, the crews will like cover the ground and make sure that they pick up like anything like trash or like a Coke can or something, because you know the engines can suck FOD into them, and so you have to clear the path from FOD. And the same thing like with the runway, you have to clear the runway of FOD before you can take off. And so it's the same thing with your bad, you know, your mistaken deeds that you've done in the past. And so when you get on the path, when you're really trying to get out of samsara, definitely this cleaning process happens, and it's painful, but it's less painful than it was going to be otherwise, right? So like, well, I'll tell this story. You know, like for people who were around this summer, I went, and because playing golf with your son is fun, right? and and so I'm there, and and my son's older and he's playing better, and we're on the third hole and doing great, and I'm going to the cart, you know, because you ride around a little cart in the United States, and um
Little car.
a little car, a little electric car, and so I'm riding around, and so I go back to the cart to pick up a club, and I get whacked and with a ball. A kid on
Hit.
a kid hit on the other hole, hit a bad shot and caught me right in the face. And you know, ended up going to the hospital, and you know, like
He sent me a picture. I was like, oh my goodness.
yeah, well, you can see I still got a scar on my face, right?
Yeah.
And so I had been doing a lot of, I'd been trying to clean up old bad deeds. I'd been saying a lot of mantras to clean stuff up, and it's like, oh, okay. Well, you know, I've played golf my whole life and never gotten hit by a ball, and it was pretty obvious that
You even didn't know anybody who would get
I've never even
hit.
known anybody who got hit by a ball. And then I got hit really hard in my face. And it's like, okay, well, you know, cleaned up that old bad deed. And it was probably a result of all the mantras that I'd been saying. And so, you know, that, but so do you want to get hit in the face with a golf ball? No, you don't want to get hit in the face with a golf ball. But it comes, it goes, it's scary, and then it's over, right? Like, you know, I got hit hard enough, I thought it cracked my skull. And then you went and you go to the hospital, and you know your skull isn't cracked, and here's some pain pills and take a week off of work, you know, and so it's over, right? And that's instead of going through like the same action if you hadn't cleaned it up could have been a rebirth in a hell realm, right? Where like you're getting hit with hammers for 1,000 years. And so don't be afraid of it getting worse. It's like a doctor cutting cancer out of you. You know, is cutting the cancer out going to hurt?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it hurts, right? But it's better than leaving it in. It's going to hurt worse. And it's exactly like that with your negative deeds. Don't be afraid to clean them up. So.
Okay, so I guess at the end of the class, we will go back to the cleaning stuff. Let's go through the 4 chains first.
Okay, I
So
thought you said you'd cover the 4 chains.
We did, but not in the details. Now
Okay.
we will do it in details.
This is a major idea that will stick with you for the rest of your Dharma career. This one's a big one.
So yeah. So what are the 4 chains? Or they are 4 mental afflictions, or we can say negative thoughts, negative emotions that that you have. Let's put it this way. We have 18 root downfalls in Bodhisattva vows, and for 16 of them, to really break the Bodhisattva vows, you have to have 4 conditions, or called 4 chains, 4 binds, right? So what are they? First is you are willing to commit the sin that you have done again and again. Chudumalo. And this is, if you remember, the root downfalls, they are very nasty. I mean, you have to be really quite evil, right? Like stealing from Dharma, or from monks, or accepting something that was stolen, or what else? Criticizing other spiritual teachers out of gain and like desire other people to respect you, or material desires, right? I mean, really bad things. Or like not give material stuff to a person who depend on you, who has nobody else to go to, and you have what they ask, and it is available. It's not your last money or last piece of clothes or anything, and you don't give, right? So it's kind of not easy also to do. So the first would be you have money, you didn't give for a patient who is dying of cancer or something, right? And you are willing to do it again, right? It's crazy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Second, you do not have any shame or consideration, and consideration here is covering the missing in English language word, which would be in Ukrainian or Russian совесть. So it means that shame, I don't feel well because of other people, and consideration here, ngotsa in Tibetan, which is совесть in Ukrainian, or совесть in Russian, is exactly when I don't do it because it's not my value, right? Because of my values, I will feeling bad myself, even nobody sees me. And you do not avoid these wrong deeds because of respect to your self-image or because of other people. And you do not care if how the actions will affect other people. Ngotsa or trelme in Tibet. And these are those 2. Ngotsa is because of yourself, and trelme because of others. Do you have anything about Ngotsa or trelme?
No, keep going. When you get to the end, I will offer some commentary at the end of your.
Yeah, so you see, I didn't give, and I am willing to not give again, and I don't feel any shame, any consideration. And Jetsun Kappa says that it doesn't have the expiry date. So even expiration date, thank you. So even if you will have this regret, right, in the future, it it will make this deed not a root downfall for those 16 root downfalls. Next one.
Got it here.
Next slide. Yeah, thank you. Gangu is you feel joy out of wrong deed that you have done. And no, notsa is not intelligent regret. It's what I said. When you do not feel great because of what you have done, because you don't want to think bad about yourself. Intelligent regret will come later when we will talk about how to clean if you have done something wrong, right?
Yeah, so shame is, I'm gonna hit that person and I don't care if that makes me a bad person.
In front of others.
Yeah, and then I don't care. I don't care what people think of me. I'm going to beat people up. And then consideration is well, what about how will that affect other people, right? Like I beat other people up and now they're afraid and they're concerned, right? And so
I feel bad about myself even they do not see me.
Yeah.
Like self-image, right?
Yeah. So shame is how you feel about yourself, and consideration is about how other people feel about you. Yeah. And so like
it's a little bit difficult to translate because in English you don't have the word
sophistry.
Yeah, and it means even nobody sees me. Like shame, if like you caught me, I don't know, stealing, and like, oh my God, it's so shameful. They have seen me doing this thing. Like if I would be alone, would be totally fine.
Yeah.
And motsa, which is translated here as consideration, in Russian and Ukrainian, there is a special word that is not consideration, but it's like self-image, like I'm ashamed in front of myself, not in front of other people. Like, oh boy, this is so not me. Why did I do it? Nobody has seen me, I know, but still, And also I didn't care of other people by what I was doing. So, and the last one is you don't consider the deed to be wrong. Nie McMichael. Like, there was nothing wrong. What?
No.
Everybody does it, everybody gives, I don't know what you would say, bribes, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Like, everybody steals from the 3 jewels.
Yeah.
One of the things that's interesting about this, it's really, really hard to have all 4 chains. Because in order for you to, break the vow, and not in order to lose the vow, right? You have to have all four from the very beginning of the thought that you're going to take that negative action all the way to the end.
Then basically till you die.
And the end is till you die, because then, okay, well, let's say that you take money from the 3 jewels, right? And you say, well, I need this money, right? So you plan it. It's like, I'm gonna go steal.
And it's okay.
And it's okay because they're a charity organization and I'm worth it and I'm going to do it. And then I would do it over again, and I don't care what people think because I'm going to, I need this.
And of course, I don't care what I think.
Yeah. But then, like, if a year later you say, oh, well, maybe that was wrong. Well, okay, then you don't have all 4 chains. You may have 3. And
you'll get bad results.
You'll get a bad result, but you don't have all 4. And so in order to have all 4, it has to start from the time you plan the deed all the way till, like never ever having regret about it. So
Yeah, I think this is why McMichael, he actually started his class with explaining why you don't want to commit the root downfalls with the Bodhisattva vows, right? We will talk about it later, but basically you cannot make any spiritual progress if you really commit the root downfall. You cannot reach the first bodhisattva bhumi, you cannot move up, you cannot even collect karma to good seeds to move up in future spiritually. This is why we really do not want to commit the root downfalls. Okay, then that's now the next question, actually exactly about Ngotsa e Trelva, explaining shame and consideration.
Ngotsa Trelva. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't realize English doesn't really have a word for Ngotsa Trelva.
Oh, it's funny because you know
it's
what?
Trail, right?
Yeah. Shame is avoiding. This is not at all how we think in Ukrainian or Russian. It's the opposite, actually. Anyway, what McMichael is stating here, that shame is avoiding a bad deed because of our consciousness or self-esteem.
Would that be like stidno? Mені було очень стидно.
Yeah. That's sorom in Ukrainian, stid in Russian. I don't know, unfortunately, other languages, but I'm sure our translators are doing a great job. So Ngotsa is oh yeah, I know why I got confused, because recently I heard McMichael stating the opposite from Ngotsa, like consideration. So anyway, one is I don't want to commit a bad deed because of myself, and another one because I care of other people, which makes sense, right? You know what? I will need to take a look in Tibetan maybe later on during this class, and I will tell you how it translates from Tibetan exactly, what are the connotations. Okay, the next question. You want to do this one?
Okay, so we've already talked about this for a little bit. You have to have all 4 chains for a major what's the word I'm looking for? Not a major violation, but the major downfall. Yeah, to lose the vow entirely, you need to destroy the vow. You need all 4 chains, but that doesn't mean you're okay if you only have 3 of them, right? And interestingly, it kind of about the way you would think, right? The 4th one, not considering the deed to be wrong, is the most important one of the 4. It has the most power. And so if you have that, just like I stole from the 3 jewels, and I don't think it's wrong, but I won't do it again. Well, you still have committed a medium, a medium negative action. It's going to be pretty serious. And then you can have up to 2 others, obviously, because if you had all 3 and the 4th one, well, then you have all 4. So if you're missing one of the other 3, if you're missing being willing to do it over again, having no shame or consideration, bezsovisti, or if you enjoyed doing it, if you had two of those three and the fourth, not thinking it's wrong, well, then you have a medium. And then you have a lesser downfall if you just think it's wrong. You can have the other three, but if you don't have the fourth, then that's lesser. It's less intensity. The results are going to be not as negative. Still negative, but not as negative. Does that make sense? It's pretty straightforward, right? And it makes sense. Did you think it was wrong? It's like you see it in the criminal system too. If somebody's found guilty of a crime and they don't regret doing it, the punishment's going to be greater. You say, well, I killed that man and I don't regret it. Oh, well, okay, here, have a worse penalty. Or if you say, oh boy, that's one of the things they look at, particularly like, are you going to get parole? Are we going to release you from jail early? Well, you got to regret the crime, right? If you say, no, I don't regret it, I'd do it again. Well, okay, stay in jail a little longer until you do regret it. And same thing here. Not thinking it's wrong is the worst of the four chains. You ready? Next.
I'm actually busy looking for the correct translation. So I took a look I looked up in the Tibetan dictionary, and it looks like ngotsa is I will read you what they write. So it's embarrassment, sense of shame, timidity, ashamed, shy. So it looks like it's because of yourself, the first one, ngotsa. And consideration, what McMichael translates, tell you, is because of others. So what I was talking about, Sovist in Ukrainian and Russian, it is both in one.
Okay, it's shame and consideration.
And another one. So now you will know.
Oh, that's interesting, because I never, I've heard the word bezsovisti before, and
that was my main word in my childhood.
Bezsovisti. But I didn't understand. Okay, it's shame and consideration together.
Yeah, it's together. And it is important to talk about words because languages are not equal. There are missing words in different languages. And when you become aware of what is missing in your languages, usually your awareness gets wider. You understand more than before because you were blinded by blind spots of your language.
Yeah, English emphasizes, just inherent in the language, it emphasizes individuality more than Russian does. It's interesting. You can see.
Or other Asian languages also.
Probably. Yeah, I don't know anything about other Asian languages, but
like Korean, Chinese.
Probably, I would guess. But yeah, it's absolutely reflected in the language, the Russian worldview.
Okay. So next one?
Next.
Let's go. So there are three possibilities how somebody can lose bodhisattva vows.
No, we're on how to.
Oh, sorry, how we can restore the vows. There are three possibilities. So the first one is to retake vows. this is when there was a root downfall. So even though we can retake vows, it's a bad thing. It's actually, I mean, retaking vows is a good thing, but the problem that we need to restore them, that's not very
well,
positive.
The problem is if you did one of the root downfalls with all 4 chains, you have destroyed the vow. Yeah. You've lost the vow. You've had a major downfall. You've lost the vow. The only way that you can restore that is to retake the vow. It makes sense. I smashed it. It's gone. The only way to get it back is to take the vows.
We do not retake freedom vows. That's once and to the rest of your life. But we do retake bodhisattva vows, and not necessarily because you smashed your vows, but maybe because you want to reconfirm your intent, and it's beautiful. And also, I remember I was told when I was going to take bodhisattva vows that if you do not have some special mindset at the time you take bodhisattva vows or any other vows, they will just not form in your mind stream. There are very famous stories about old monks who made it to become an abbot of a monastery, who didn't actually have monk's vows because of some weird thoughts they had during initiation. They just never formed. And then some people with clairvoyance could see that they don't actually have their vows, because it's like a living organism, right? It's like an additional organ that you develop, and it is growing, and you feel it, that you are changing, you becoming a nice person, I mean, you are nice anyway, even now, because people who are not nice will never come to the class like this to begin with. But potential is infinite, right? So you retake if something like really bad happened, the major instance, right? For example, the root downfall with 4 chains, or the 2 ones that do not require chains. Then medium instance is if it's not related to the root downfalls, like something like without 4 chains, let's say.
Well, this is for the medium. Remember, you had to not think the deed was wrong. So in order to commit a medium downfall, you have to have the 4th chain that you don't think is wrong.
Yeah, the 4th chain. So you confess in front of the group of people of 3 or more people, not dogs, and adult people who are able to understand what the vows were about and what you have actually done. Because you are supposed to feel ashamed.
Can the Buddhas see me?
Yeah.
Are there 3 Buddhas?
If you can perceive them, that's fine. You cannot.
I'm just going to confess in front of 3 Buddhas.
Find the 3 Buddhas that you see as human beings.
This is, the monks do this. The monastic people do this because the nuns do it also, obviously. They'll do it once a month.
Twice.
Is it twice a month?
Yeah. Black moon and full moon.
Sojourn. They'll confess they'll get together in a group and confess their wrong deeds. I thought it was once a month, but I trust your memory better than mine.
It's not memory. I have seen them doing it.
Yeah.
I was staying with Venerable.
Yeah. So they'll confess it every 2 weeks, which is really good, right? To clean it up like this. And confessing to a person, you also see that in the Catholic Church. It's good. It's, it works on that shame and consideration, right? It's if you have to admit it to somebody, I think it's harder, right, to admit that I did wrong to a human being, particularly one who's kind of keeping their vows, instead of just saying, "Oh well, whoops, I'm going to hide that."
And this is a good thing to remember because we are human beings, and we can actually commit those misdeeds, right? So when you understand what you are doing by committing these bad deeds, you become almost insane to clean it as soon as you can. It's like you are in panic when you notice that you have done something wrong.
You want to, okay, here, this is going to be irritating, difficult. If it takes the fourth chain to commit a medium instance, like a medium breaking of the vow, and that's to think that it's wrong, right? You have to think that it's wrong to commit a medium instance. Would you confess something if you didn't think it was wrong?
No, it's impossible.
Well, but then doesn't that automatically make it a lesser instance?
No.
Because then you don't have the fourth chain.
Yeah.
And then you can confess in front of one person. See, I could have been a lawyer. Like you can't convict him of a medium because he's confessing.
Yeah, I'm always very conservative with the downfalls. It's better to do more than less, to be honest.
Don't look for loopholes. Karma doesn't care.
To be honest, even you commit lesser downfalls, it's bad, and we get the consequences that are pretty important. I mean,
yeah, how much poison do you want to drink?
Exactly. So the lesser instance, if you just commit secondary downfalls, that are also pretty bad, to be honest. Difficult to commit even those ones, because okay, I must praise myself and criticize others, but not because I want material things or respect, but because because of some other things, right? I mean, out of anger or something like that, right? Also pretty bad.
I will bet in the Vinaya text that somewhere they cover that subject somewhere deeper. There are people who will make a career of studying morality and the vows. And I bet somewhere in the text it covers that, even though it's not in this ACI class.
Yeah. And by Vinaya, you mean 3 sets of vows, or just Vinaya, just the freedom vows?
No, Vinaya, the 3 sets, just like the study of the vows, right? You know, one of the 3 baskets, right?
Okay, then let's move to the next question.
Okay, again, boy, another, like, it's really cool. Like this is a major idea. Like this is life-changing.
I don't think if we stated it directly, but if something less than what we have discussed, I mean, major and medium level downfalls, then everything else we must confess in front of one person who understands at the very least what bodhisattva vows are.
Yeah, if you had the first 3 chains but didn't have thinking it's wrong, so you knew it was wrong when you were doing it, but you did it anyway, and now you want to clean it up, so then you have to confess it before one person. All right. So then the 4 antidote forces.
Yeah, and the lesser instance is also for secondary downfalls also, yeah. I hope it was clear. Okay, now, go ahead.
Okay, so now you've you've studied a bit, you're aware of mental seeds, you're aware that even what you think and say, and not just what you do, but what you think and what you say counts. And then you're looking back on your life and you're like, uh-oh. How do you clean it up? And this is I'm going to start we're starting a YouTube channel where I'm going to discuss all these ideas in a non-Buddhist way. And, for people who are not in the ACI courses, and I mean for people in ACI courses, if you just want to watch, but I wanted to introduce the ideas, and I've wanted to do this for a long time, to, a general audience. Just anybody, because it's really independent of being Buddhist. And so, we're thinking about, well, what are the most basic ideas? Like, which ideas, if you had, like a short list of things to help people with ideas, what would you do? Geshe-la calls it the 4x4. At one point he was trying to condense it down, and he came up with these 16 things, and he found out that that was probably about 12 more than what most people could really hold on to. So you don't hear the term 4x4 a lot anymore, but this is one of them. How to clean up your old negative deeds, right? You realize, uh-oh, I planned something negative. We know the 4 laws of karma. You're going to get a result that's similar. It's going to be stronger than what I did.
It's unavoidable.
And number 4, it's unavoidable, right? It's going to come at me. It's like, uh-oh, boy, I pulled the trigger and now that bullet's heading to me. What can I do to stop the bullet? And it's the 4 antidote forces. And the first one, the basis, I bet he would use the term foundation now, or but anyway, the basis. Like, why?
Yeah, here in this class, all the terms are old because nobody has never reviewed ACI terms, and they are slightly different now.
Yeah. And so
yeah, foundational force.
I bet he would call it foundational. Like, why are you capable of changing things, right? And where are you going to go? What gives you the ability to stop this? And it's emptiness in its 3 forms. The Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, right? The 3 jewels. Yeah, which each one, the Buddha had the direct perception of emptiness and cleaned up his mind, and he's omniscient because his Dharmakaya is empty and could be anything, and he used his knowledge of emptiness to create an enlightened being. And then the Sangha are the people who have the direct perception of emptiness, and the Dharma is about how to have the direct perception of emptiness.
Realizations on the path.
There you go. Realizations on the path. That's well said. And so those things give you, sometimes you'll hear this called the basis, the ability to change. People will sometimes, you'll hear it called refuge.
Or you can say also like, can I really change it, right? I have committed something bad. Is it feasible at all? Can I do it? And then you think, okay, everything is empty. It's true that I have done it, but because everything is empty, it is possible to change.
Yeah. So the refuge force, sometimes you'll hear people call it.
Every time you hear the word refuge, it's you are going back to the feasibility of changes in this reality.
And it's called refuge because, where can I go for shelter? I'm in a boat. There's a storm coming. Where is a safe harbor to go? Where can I find refuge from the storm?
Or
And
protection, right?
protection, right?
Like something bad happens. Where to run? Who can help?
Yeah, right.
Where is the mom? The
Yeah.
ultimate mom.
Yeah. That's it.
Uh-huh.
Destruction.
Tank it up. Yeah, destruction, we don't call destruction force anymore, but this is what destroys the bad deed, right?
Yeah.
It's intelligent regret.
Yeah. So, I drank the poison. I regret it. And it's not that, we call it intelligent regret because it was a mistake. It's not like, I'm evil, right? I'm inherently evil. I'm unchangeably evil. Evil.
That word does not exist in Tibetan.
Yeah.
Guilt.
Guilt. So yeah, it's not like I'm a sinner and there's nothing I can do.
Mm-hmm.
Which that's a longer conversation if you're Catholic. It's not entirely without some kind of basis. So just I regret it, which is the exact opposite of the fourth chain.
Mm-hmm.
I don't regret it. I don't think it's wrong, right? It's the exact opposite of that. So the destruction force. Mm-hmm. You want to do the restraint?
I'm just checking with ChatGPT if the chat can confirm that in Tibetan there is no word for guilt, and yeah, ChatGPT confirms there is no such a word. There are those two, ngotse, which is shame, and trelyo, which is consideration because I care of other people. And there is a word to say that I did something that is not useful or harmful, but no guilt.
All right.
So what do you want me to say?
So the third one now. We're on restraint. Do you want to talk about restraint?
Yeah. So basically, what Bill said is the main force out of those four, right? I regret what I have done. But then there is no use of just regretting if like I cut my finger, one more, one more.
Yeah.
You will be out of fingers quite quickly. So you decide that you do not do this deed anymore, and it should be honest, and you should keep it. There are several different ways to do this force. First is if something is really, really, really bad, like, I don't know, maybe killing another person, you can promise you will not do it in your lifetime. No. Some other things are a little bit more difficult, right? I cannot promise I will never get angry, because sometimes I can get angry and understand in half an hour that I am kind of irritated for a while, right? So either I should set up a time interval, like, okay, I'm going to the woods right now and I will not see anybody for half an hour, and half an hour I will, don't know, I will be listening to music or running, very difficult to be angry and run. I don't know if you tried. I did, because energy of my anger is also energy of my molecules of adenosine triphosphate, and I'm getting out of of it when I'm running. So it's difficult to do both, be angry and run. So, and I will not be angry for the next, like, I don't know, half an hour, a lot, 30 seconds, but you should not smash this one. This one should be clean. And sometimes it's depressing because you try to clean something and okay, I will not be angry, and then by the end of the phrase you realize you get angry again at somebody. Yeah. So in this case, we also can do something like I will be working on this issue, like, okay, maybe I cannot stop my anger for 1 hour, but I can take like a tendency. I will be really, really working hard on this. But better to do both.
I remember once Geshe said this. Oh yeah, it's hard not to break them, right? And I was at a ceremony with Ken Rinpoche, and I was taking the vows. And as I'm taking the vows, I'm breaking them. Oh, okay. So then, is it useless to take the vows if you're going to break them that soon? Well, as long as you're struggling, right? I mean, like vows aren't for perfect people. Vows are for people who need help. And then there's the story of Atisha.
Oh, wait. Here, there's something important. For the secondary vows, which we have 46 in the Bodhisattva vows, for most of them, as long as you struggle to keep the vows, even you're not perfect, but you do struggle, you don't break them.
Yeah.
That's important.
Yeah, you're gonna struggle, right? If you're human. If you're here and at my level, you're going to struggle. And then there's the story of Atisha, which this story really stuck in my head also. So Atisha was one of the early Indians that brought Buddhism into Tibet. And so they would have had their, donkeys or mules or whatever.
Horses.
Horses? You think it was a horse?
Yeah.
Maybe it was a horse.
It is directly described that he was riding a horse.
A horse. Okay. I don't know. Through the mountains sometimes.
Royalty.
So. Okay. So they're going to Tibet and bringing their knowledge with them, and this great scholar and so every time like a train of people, right? It's like a caravan, and every time he would break a vow mentally, he would stop the whole caravan and get down and do a purification process. And you can imagine, so like you're sitting there, right? Like you're traveling over the Himalayas on an animal, and you just want to get the trip over. It's cold, you're hungry,
It takes almost 1 month.
And then your teacher is stopping frequently.
It takes you 2 months.
Oh, boy, can you imagine how much you'd have? Like, I know I personally would be struggling with my own mental afflictions. It's just like
I had the exact same thought. I was thinking, would he ever think that he also gets people irritated?
I can tell you, teachers will do this to you. Like not intentionally.
Maybe he was doing it intentionally to purify the.
Yeah, and it's not so much like, particularly like if you end up taking Vajrayana vows.
Oh boy.
Yeah, like it will speed this process up, and you'll get really, and so they say, like
if you're not irritated at some point with your teachers, then something goes wrong.
and I think it was Atisha also who said that, I never break my freedom vows.
No, it was, wait. Yeah, it was Atisha.
It was Atisha. Yeah, I never break my freedom vows. I rarely break.
Monks also. I think he was a monk.
Yeah.
So 253. He never breaks.
I rarely break my bodhisattva vows. But I break my Vajrayana vows like the rain falling down from the sky, and so they get harder to keep as you go up. But it's okay.
But you get at some point really good in keeping all of them.
Yeah, the progress is in the struggle. Yeah. So anyway, restraint. So instead of saying I'm never going to get angry again, you say I'm not going to get angry for 30 minutes.
Or 30 seconds, maybe.
30 seconds, yeah, right. Whatever you think you can reasonably handle. So I'm going to not do this deed.
Mm-hmm. And it should be a little bit hard. I mean, if you think like for you, it's a big deal to keep 1 minute, not getting angry, maybe 1.5.
Yeah, I'm not going to steal from the 3 joules for 3 seconds.
Yeah, or if like for me, it would not be enough because I don't get angry that often. So I usually say that, okay, today till the end of the day, whatever happens, I'm not getting angry. I'm struggling. I'm fighting myself, and
yeah, I don't see you don't get angry.
yeah,
I don't recognize it if you do.
I do. I usually feel it before I get angry, so it's easier. Like I'm like, yeah. Am I interested to see more people suffering around me? Am I interested to see people yelling at me? No, not interested. Boom, something else. Switch, switch. So, okay. The antidote. Antidote is actually something opposite to what you have done, or there is a actually there is a number of things that you can do to do the opposite, to stop your bad deed. And one of them is to study emptiness. And it is actually the best one. And this is why, coming to what you have said in the beginning of the class, why people suffer that study those teachings, is not because you do something wrong. It's probably because you do something right. Because you're cleaning your runway to take off, and your teachers and the lineage, and if you believe that there are enlightened beings, probably you have to if you're here, they do not want you to suffer endlessly. They want you to take off safely. And the only seeds that you are purifying are the ones that stop you from this. So if you study emptiness, naturally, even you do not think of, you purify what is coming. And it's very smart to use ACI courses to purify the bad deeds that you remember. Like every single class, I would dedicate to something I want to purify. And then just be tough, have, can I say balls?
Because she's so.
You must be tough and say, okay, I know that there will be some ripenings. You will not die. Ripenings are actually that save your life. I mean, if you really clean the seeds, because it's easier than the results that you will get. So, but probably something really unpleasant will happen. It's true. And you're like, we are young and strong, and we will go through it, and we will meet on another side.
I have a hard time remembering these terms for the four antidote forces, basis, destruction, restraint, antidote. They're accurate, but I have a hard time. It doesn't ring through. And so I don't think it's absolutely precise, but the way I remember it is the four.
Unfortunately, it's only for English speakers.
4 R's: refuge, regret, restraint, and remedy.
It's pretty accurate.
Actually. Yeah. No, it's pretty good. Refuge, that's totally good.
Regret, totally good.
Regret, restraint is restraint, and antidote is remedy. So that's the 4 R's is how I remember it when I'm thinking of what is it going to take to, clean up that negative thought I just had. Like, I just killed somebody. What am I going to do?
Go to hell.
Yeah, right, in trouble. Yeah, better regret that.
Yeah, also I wanted to say that for the antidote, you can do Tonglen to a person who suffered from you, first option, to yourself because you are stupid and you did it, second option. If you know any kinds of mantras, or I would say almost any mantra will work. Reading Heart Sutra is one of the best options. Reading anything on emptiness, studying ACI, we talked about it. What else? What could be an antidote? Helping somebody.
Yeah, whatever the opposite of it is, like if you were like stingy or didn't want to help somebody, didn't give somebody something, well then you just give 2 of it to somebody.
Maybe run a financial freedom club.
Yeah, right. I think in the Atisha story, when he was about 800 AD, I believe, and when Atisha was riding his horse up to the Himalayas, didn't he have a little stupa that he got down?
Yeah.
And so a stupa, the Buddha's mind, I think he had a stupa that he would get out and do circumambulations and prostrations. And, obviously, like when I'm in the airport walking through the airport, walking through the airport in my pilot uniform, it would be a little odd, right? If I, like pulled out a stupa and started doing, circumambulations and prostrations in the middle of the airport. And so, that would obviously not be appropriate. But what you can do, right? Just Tonglen, like I'll be sitting there and usually I'll, I'll have some kind of negative thought, like, oh, this person has that bad quality. And then, and then you think, oh, well, and you can just run through the 4 antidotes mentally, right? You just committed a mental, some kind of wrong pride, right? I'm better than that person because of this. And then you can just quickly go through, refuge, okay, everything's empty, regret, boy, I wish I hadn't thought that, restraint, I'm going to make it to the end of the terminal without thinking that thought again. And then for the remedy, just do Tonglen for them, right? Like if just you can quickly, as quick as you can breathe, you can do Tonglen for people.
Yeah, and so do instant Tonglen, right? Like collect all their bad thoughts or mental afflictions. Inhale, you have this black ball in your chest, and then send it to your heart. Where you imagine the diamond on a lotus or on a rose, and then as soon as it touches the diamond, your wisdom, if it blows up and nothing left, just your wisdom and light, and you send light with the exhale. That's it. That's the Tonglen. Yeah,
there's a fuller explanation and course for it I'm sure it's in the knowledge base. I know it's in the old ACI website, but it's probably in the knowledge base also.
We should do a Tonglen course for people, my love, because it's Bill's one of the main practices. He was doing it every day in retreat. It's not a small practice.
Yeah, well, and almost like I fly out of Chicago O'Hare, and as I'm walking through the airport, it's easy to have lots of mental afflictions, and so it gives you a lot of opportunity to practice Tonglen.
Okay, let's go. So we don't want our translators to get irritated. So next question. Too late, you think?
Probably.
Okay, if you're irritated, now you know what to do.
Okay, here we go. Two less questions.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about it. Question 6, why is it wrong to be comforted by the fact that if you destroy a root vow, meaning you will smash your bodhisattva vows, then you can always take it over again? Because according to Jetsun Kappa, you cannot see emptiness directly with bodhicitta in this lifetime. That means to attain your very first bodhisattva bhumi in this lifetime. Moreover, you cannot collect virtue to see emptiness in this lifetime. And you lose possibility to increase the virtue you already have. So you cannot create new one, and you cannot get a good use of what you already have, on top of impossibility to reach the very first bodhisattva bhumi. So it's kind of depressing because it slows down your spiritual progress, and also it creates obstacles to meet spiritual teachers in future.
Yeah, there's what's Angulimala?
Angulimala.
Angulimala. You can really mess up badly and still fix these things up, right? Because he was supposed to have he killed 1,000 people.
999, and the Buddha Shakyamuni had to be the last one.
Okay, and he was collecting fingers from these people, and he made a necklace out of everybody he killed. He would, like,
Can you imagine?
I've heard of soldiers doing this, and or something similar where they would collect a trophy, of all of the people that they killed. And
if they would know what will happen to them because of it, right?
But did Angulimala have the direct perception of emptiness, or did he get enlightened?
At the very least, reached nirvana. Because why he was collecting, he was taught wrongly. Probably he has committed root downfalls with his bodhisattva vows before. Because then you have this difficulty to meet good teachers that will teach you correctly. And somebody taught him that the way to attain enlightenment is to collect fingers from people he kills, and especially if they are arhats.
Horrible. So, what I've seen personally is that if people don't keep their vows, if they don't keep some kind of basic morality, everybody struggles, everybody, has issues, good days and bad days. But when people really kind of give up trying to be good, or they get angry, or they'll lose their teacher, which, the source of all my good is my kind lama, right? Like, we're lost in this wilderness where we're handcuffed and caught in that cage in the middle of the night going down the river. And the only way you're going to get out is if you have a teacher like Geshe Michael, because you need help.
Somebody will unlock your cage.
Yeah. You need instructions and help to get out. And when people give up their morality in a significant way, right? What I've seen is they lose their teacher. They'll be gone. They don't stay around the Sangha, and then they're off, and see you in 1,000 lives. We'll be back. It's scary when Geshe says that. It's like, oh, well, I'll see you in 1,000 lives. You can, well, you can imagine, right? Anyway.
Yeah.
So,
okay. So, translators, the last question. What are the 3 different ways how a person can lose their bodhisattva vows, which would be a horrible thing, right? First, holding wrong views, which is vow number 9. 9 or wrong views, number 9. Because we have 2 of them, right? Give up on the worldview and give up on bodhicitta. And I think first one is 9 and second one is 18. Yeah. Giving up bodhicitta, or the wish to reach enlightenment in order to help every living being. This is the same as formally giving the vows back, because the whole thing with the vows is that I promise I will train myself as bodhisattvas of the past have trained themselves.
Can you imagine?
And the bodhisattvas of the future will train themselves.
And can you imagine, like, you're on the Titanic, it's sinking, like you get in the boat, and then you're like, all these other people are going down. And
you have a boat where everybody can fit. And you say, no, I'm the only one.
I don't care. It's like, I'm okay.
Bye-bye.
Like, I'm not in the cold water. You guys, good luck. Can you imagine?
Actually, they are in cold water, just they do not realize that by inviting everybody on the boat, they will save themselves and others. It's just a horrible stupidity. And okay, I will share this one. It was one of translators class at the time when translators classes were in Sedona and not online. And we would, time to time, we would succeed to corner McMichael with some questions, you know. And like as a result of one of these things, he told us that actually you can read everything about bodhisattvas in Abhidharma Kosha if you know how to read it. And another time we would ask him why people they take Hinayana path. I mean, why would they pick lesser capacity quad
Hinayana.
way?
I'm going to get to nirvana myself, and other people can take care of themselves.
They kind of should take care of themselves, and I'm taking care of. I mean, to be honest, in the West, very understandable. Everybody will understand because they will say that's their responsibility. I have my responsibility for myself, right?
And to be fair, Hinayana people believe in karma.
Yeah.
They just don't think that it's possible to save other people.
Yeah. They are compassionate. It's not that they are selfish. So, and McMichael said if people, they follow any kind of path below Mahayana, it's just lack of intelligence. It's just people are not smart enough. That's it.
I don't have the goodness, right? Because intelligence is not a self-existent trait that people have.
Yeah, intelligence comes from studying emptiness. So if you think that you have problems with with your memory, you do not understand classes. If you think you are not able to understand different explanations of emptiness, just come to classes again and again. Just hear these teachings from us. Come to Mixed Nuts Diamond Cutter Classics called Schwanzen Tower. Just listen to it. Just let this information flow into you. It will change you, I promise.
And how can it change you? Well, when you listen, that creates a mental seed. So even if you don't understand it, you put very powerful words into your mind stream, and that will grow. Yeah. Okay. The last version, the last thing how you can break your bodhisattva vows is to commit a root downfall with all 4 chains. This is how you totally smash and lose bodhisattva vows. Which we talked about quite a bit. And then for the first one, holding wrong views. What are the 2 big wrong views? Denying karma past. Denying cause and effect, and past and future lives. The existence of past and future lives, which we were having a discussion with people about that. Must have been last Wednesday. I do not recall. Anyway. Well, it wasn't yesterday because I worked yesterday. Well, it had to be. Oh, yeah, okay. It had to be Wednesday. I think it was Financial Freedom Club leaders, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it's anyway. So there is one more actually extra possibility how to stop bodhisattva vows that is not there, but McMichael talks about it. You can formally request to give them back, which is a horrible bad deed. It's same that I mean not same, worse, but monks they also can return their monks' vows, and it is considered to be very bad, to be honest. So if you will decide to return your bodhisattva vows to us, we will make sure we will not have time for this. Because even if somebody will commit something bad, will probably try to keep their bodhisattva vows, but will do something bad, it's better to take them than not to take them, that's for sure.
because it gives you hope. Otherwise, it's hopeless. We had one question. Inessa, she wrote that she has a problem that she gets results, but she cannot hold to them. Everything is new, and especially money gets multiplied by 0. I don't know how to hold and increase result. Okay, you want to say anything?
Mm-mm.
Okay, then good. I know what to answer. So the answer will have 2 levels. First level, superficial for everybody. And second level will be for deep ACI students, okay?
Deep research.
Deep research. No investment.
Yeah, no risk.
Take your time. So
it's a reel that was going around.
Yeah, that's our favorite joke recently. So how I would answer, just somebody who would ask, I don't know, on my Instagram, let's say, just somebody, a person who asked me a question, like I'm practicing for steps, I'm not getting any results, etc. So I probably would get into details of how they plant seeds, right? Because the beauty of 4 steps is it is easy to grasp, easy to start to practice, and it is profound. I mean, if you want real results, long results, you have to study every single step, how you can influence every single step. And basically, you train your mind to make what you do, your action, as powerful as you can. So what could it be? Working on the very first step. You have to have really great motivation, like not selfish, not just I want some increase in my income. If you're serious about your results, right? Then you will make sure you have great motivation behind. You are not the only one who will benefit from what you're doing. You will make sure that it is connected to your core values, that the deed itself is good and it helps a lot of people. Then you will find a high karmic object, like, I don't know, maybe you have teachers, or maybe you have your parents, or maybe you have a charity project like Diamond Cutter Classics is our, actually, we both send money, right? Our karmic object that we have chosen, we have picked. Then I will make sure I do it regularly. And in our experience with the Financial Freedom Club, if you want money once a week is not enough for big results. It's enough for like results. I don't know which ones. Considering you don't have big karmic debts, meaning there was one lady who helped me to understand why she cannot get a house, and she happened to take an apartment away from a family with a pregnant lady in her early history. So she will have different time to get her house from somebody like your father who gave the house to his mom, right? Bill's father bought a house for his mom.
And then for the rest of his life, he kept buying homes and selling them for a profit, and then buying homes and selling them for a profit.
And homes on the beach, with the golf courses.
Yeah, ended up with a $2 million home on a beach with a private golf course, and
Yeah, so it depends a lot on the previous deeds. I mean, everything depends on it. Then if we talk about step number 3, actual actions, right? So I would make sure when I give money to somebody regularly or something, that I would be really present when I do it, not just automatically, you know, but like consciously doing the deed or consciously helping somebody like every week or something, or every day maybe. And 4, coffee meditation. If you do not want to get your results this lifetime, do not coffee meditate. You will get it later. It's okay. Maybe you want it now, but you will get it later. I'm sorry. Then there is a whole bunch of mental afflictions that can stop you from it, like anger, jealousy. What else? Like little anger, you know, being a little bit irritated, but constantly. That's the killer. People who complain they have no results for years, usually the ones that have this one. And unfortunately, usually it is combined with somebody who is really smart, really talented, and it gives this false pride that I know better. So watch for these things. Anything else that I missed?
I think.
Okay, that was the superficial answer. Now the deep answer. Here it comes.
Well, don't worry about the translators.
Translators, they actually need to hear what I say.
Nada.
Yeah, the deep answer is, if you really want to get enlightened, if you are serious about it, then maybe your challenges will be bigger than other people's challenges, right? Because the runway you are cleaning is not for a plane. It is for a spaceship. You know, you probably need more territory to clean, you see? So for you, if you are serious about getting enlightened, you have to be tough, and you have to just think, okay, does it work different way? Does it mean the seeds do not work, or emptiness is not the real explanation of the reality? No, it's still the same. It's probably you will be taken off at some higher speed than a person who just want to plant seeds for money. That's it. And be happy. You will get over it. There is a period of time, then it gets more stable, right?
Fast planes need longer runways than slow planes.
Yeah, exactly.
We want a fast plane.
Watching.
They're the cool looking ones.
It should be also good looking.
Yeah. No silly little tiny propeller planes. We want a jet. Zoom, zoom.
Yeah. Okay. Had something else on my mind. I forgot. That's fine. Close your eyes and dedicate all your seeds to reach the total and the much less and what else? Perfect enlightenment as soon as you can, because it will be the end of everybody's suffering anyway. Open your eyes and see you on
next weekend.
Saturday. Yeah, Saturday, 10:30 Chicago time, 9:30 center of the universe Rimrock time.
To the universe.
Well, maybe we will go to Rimrock by that time, and 5:30 European time. Okay, see you.
See you, Swan. Thank you for being here. Translators, everybody, technical people, Artyom.
We love you.
Everybody, thank you.